What if I told you that thousands of children once set out on a crusade, believing that their innocence alone could reclaim the Holy Land? No weapons, no armies, just faith. They marched across Europe, singing hymns and carrying banners, convinced that the seas would part for them and that they would walk into Jerusalem as saviors. But instead of glory, their journey led to starvation, betrayal, and a fate darker than they could have ever imagined. Welcome to the tragic and mysterious tale of the Children's Crusade, a story of unwavering faith, impossible dreams, and a journey that would change their lives forever. The year was 1212, and Europe was in turmoil. The devastating Fourth Crusade had failed to reclaim the Holy Land, leaving behind a continent filled with despair, poverty, and a burning desire for redemption. Amid this chaos, an extraordinary idea took hold. What if children, pure of heart and free from sin, could succeed where knights and kings had failed? Two young leaders emerged, Stephen of Cloyes, a shepherd boy from France, and Nicholas of Cologne, a German youth, both claiming to have received divine visions instructing them to lead a crusade of children to Jerusalem. And so it began. Thousands of children, some as young as 6 or 7, left their homes, their families, and their lives behind. They believed they were chosen by God, marching with nothing but blind faith and the clothes on their backs. The journey was long and treacherous, stretching across Europe's unforgiving landscapes. Their route took them through the dense forests and winding rivers of Germany, over the treacherous Alps, and across the scorching plains of Italy and France, each step a test of their resolve. The journey was marked by hunger, disease, and exhaustion. With little food or shelter, many fell by the wayside, succumbing to the elements or the perils of the wild. As the children passed through towns and cities, they were met with a mix of admiration and skepticism. Some villagers welcomed them, offering food and shelter, believing in their holy mission. Others saw them as misguided and naive, warning them of the dangers ahead. Bandits and opportunists lurked along the roads, preying on the weakest among them. When they finally reached the Mediterranean coast, exhausted but hopeful, they encountered their greatest test yet. In Marseille and Genoa, they gathered at the ports, awaiting the miracle they had been promised. The sea would part, and they would walk to the Holy Land. But the waters remained still. Their leaders' promises crumbled, and hope turned to despair. In desperation, some children accepted offers from merchants and ship captains who claimed they would ferry them across the sea. But instead of sailing to Jerusalem, many were betrayed, sold into slavery in North Africa, or drowned when their ships were deliberately sunk. Those who managed to return home found nothing but shame and rejection. They were no longer seen as holy warriors, but as lost children who had been deceived by false visions and empty promises. The Children's Crusade, once filled with hope and divine purpose, ended in tragedy and sorrow. Thousands of children were lost. Some perished, others enslaved, and only a handful made it back home. Their story, a blend of faith and folly, leaves us with haunting questions. Were they truly led by divine visions, or were they victims of manipulation in a time of desperation? Was their march a symbol of unwavering faith, or a cautionary tale of blind trust? The journey of the Children's Crusade stands as a powerful reminder of how hope, no matter how pure, can be exploited, and how innocence can be swallowed by the harsh realities of the world. So what do you think? Were these children heroes of faith or victims of their time? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're intrigued by history's forgotten journeys, make sure to subscribe for more fascinating stories, right here on Legends Reimagined.